MVP – laying out your user journey and choosing your feature prioritization. If you've been following this video, you should know now what an MVP is, why it is important, how to go about mapping your MVP, and the basics of a user journey. Now, let's dig deeper into the map out of your user flow or user journey. The user's perspective is crucial, and the MVP helps you experience what the user is experiencing. From accessing the platform to the final process, such as making a purchase. Once you define your user journey and address any actions needed to get your consumer to the end goal, it will be easier to not miss any important element in this process while keeping user satisfaction in mind. So, what are the three main steps in laying out your user journey? 1. Identify the user. Who will be using your product? This could be one category of customers, but sometimes it can be multiple. For example, say you have a service appointment booking app. Your users could be the customer who is the appointment scheduler and the service technician. 2. Identify the actions. These are the actions that the user or users need to take in order to reach the story ending, i.e. the end goal of the user journey, and achieve the goal. This could be booking an appointment, buying a product, or installing an app. When planning your MVP, you will likely want to look at which user has the most jobs and focus on that user to simplify their journey. However, there may be higher priorities that need to be addressed, so you may need to focus on a different user or even multiple users. 3. Identify the story endings. You should always know what that ending should be, and it should be clear and precise so that it's easier to aim for it and achieve it. An example of this is laying out the user journey for booking an appointment. Let's look at an example of how we would lay out a user journey. Say your user is a pet adopter. Your actions then are to build a profile, find a pet, and then finally book an appointment. What's your story ending here? In this case, your story ending, which is the end goal of your user journey, is for the customer to take the pet home. If the pet adopter has reached your end goal, which is taking the animal home, and is satisfied with the process, then your user journey appears to be successful. Now, what is your feature prioritization? An MVP must contain enough features to be able to attract early customers and allow you to validate your product idea early on in your product development phase. When implementing your core functionality, your product must generally offer about 2 to 3 features. These features are to be used by early customers who can then provide feedback for future product development. Feature prioritization helps you to determine first priorities, plan a roadmap, define boundaries of work, and differentiate between wants and needs. But what are the methods to define these priorities? There are 3 main methods you can use. 1. Feature priority matrix. This allows you to create a matrix of your priorities and the tasks you wish to achieve for each priority or category. This can help as you think about your wider product objectives. 2. Feature buckets. Feature buckets are a classification framework model in which you create different groups or buckets that the product features or ideas fit into. This helps you in road mapping. As you have several buckets, you have a better, well-rounded, and balanced product which satisfies your users. 3. Kano model. This model uses the factor of delight when reaching customer satisfaction. The model says that it's not enough to just function, but it should also play positively on customers' emotions. A customer will be happy with a new car, but would be happier if it has a unique feature, such as a voice-activated parking assist system. Such an attractive feature could delight more customers. Regardless of the chosen feature prioritization method, the main idea remains the same. An MVP must solve a certain problem for your target audience. So, how do you define success for your MVP? Stay tuned to learn more about this in our next video.